in statement. Well, obviously, you know, we're a little down to have lost in that game. You know, certainly George Fox is a great team. They've got good balance. You know, I think that we played a little timid in the face of that press and that pressure, I thought, a little bit. But, you know, they did the things that they do normally, and we didn't do the things that we do normally. And, you know, when those two things meet in a game, and the significance, you know, that's a problem for us. So, certainly, they played well. I thought we played well in spurts, and I thought we fought to the end. And, you know, we have another game tomorrow that we're going to go out and try to win.
Have you seen a team like that all year that could attempt to shoot so many threes?
Yeah, people shoot a lot of threes against us. You know, they were certainly shot very, very well. You know, I thought also defensively, you know, I thought certainly they have players that can knock them down. I didn't think that we did. I thought we overhelped on some of the dribble penetration. We kind of ball watched a little bit when we were on the weak side and lost their shooters on the weak side. And they knocked them down. They just paid for it.
Kelsey, can you talk about what your guys were trying to do with their three-point shooting and what maybe didn't work as well as has been in the past for you guys this year?
I don't think that I guess our biggest problem here was what Coach said. We ball watched way too much. What they did a lot of times was overload our weak side and just skip past, and it would go pass, and a shot. And I mean, all year we always harp on getting out and shooters and getting out and shooters. And just today we were not looking at opposite side as much as we usually have. And I think that caused us to give up a lot of open looks. I think if we could have defended the three better, I don't know. They're a great shooting team, and I shot the lights out of the ball, but I think if we could have gotten a hand in the face, that would have made a big difference.
Hillary, their defense against you, was it anything you haven't seen before?
It wasn't. She did a very nice job. She did a very nice job. They didn't double. We weren't really expecting them to. We expected a clean game inside. It definitely was a clean game inside. I think it took a little bit longer for me to adjust to the game that usually does. It was a fight. It was good.
In what way? What kind of adjustment did you have to make?
Just, I was a little short. I mean, she's 6'4". I haven't played against a 6'4" girl in a very long time. So I didn't, you know, she altered my shot just a little bit, and it took me a little bit too long to adjust that and to finish my shot all the way through. But it's a good game.
Well, I have to say, it was kind of what we expected. We knew that Hillary was going to be a handful on the inside, and it kind of went as I hoped. Kristen did a great job slowing her down, making her take 19 shots to get her 19 points. I kind of figured she might be around 20. I hope not more than that. And then I thought the rest of our team did a great job, locking up the perimeter and same with their shooters. And so defense is what we keyed on, all year, and this was another example tonight of the defense took the pressure off our offense, and you saw how we shot the ball because we got great looks at the other end. So just really proud of these kids, impressed with New Jersey and the heart they played with, and didn't make it easy on us. But I was just really proud of the way we approached the game. Once again, this young team didn't play young. They came out and competed from the beginning like basketball players. The age didn't matter. It's just another opportunity to go out and take on a challenge, and they met it. And I was so proud of the result. And they are great kids, and they played a great game tonight.
Kristen, can you talk about the matchup in Hillary, and probably couldn't ask for anything better as far as what you were able to contribute against her?
Well, I was excited coming into the game to see how it was going to go, because I knew it was going to be a challenge and a battle down low, and I was very excited with how it went. I was able to slow her down inside, and the wings and the forwards did an amazing job of shutting down the three-point line and making them take tough shots, and it just it worked for our defense worked and shut them down, and that was kind of our game plan for tonight.
How do you defend a player like that? Someone that has been pretty rich in name, say, our National Player of the Year. Was there anything? She made her first shot, was able to kind of get around it, but after that, there were very few shots where she seemed to be able to was there anything that you did that was specific?
Just kind of moving my feet, staying with her. She liked to try shot fakes or getting me up in the air to jump into her and then shoot. And I just knew I had to keep my feet and couldn't jump to try and block her shot. Her shot was hard to block. I mean, it really was. And so I just stayed on my feet and made her shoot a weird shot and made her get poor positioning, kept her out of the key.
You only had one foul, if I'm not mistaken. Unbelievable. I mean, especially in light of the fact that she could go so well with both hands. She tried so hard to get you to bite, but you wouldn't bite. Scott, is that in your, did you keep telling her, you don't get in foul trouble? What the hell?
Have I told you that?
He said no fouls this game, and then he said, well, you can have one in the last 10 minutes. And I think I got my foul with like 10 minutes left exactly. So.
Scott, your thoughts on that though? That's unbelievable when you, obviously, if Klimowitz gets her in foul trouble,
Yeah.
it changes the whole game on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, that part of the game plan going into it was the toughest to put together, because she is such a handful on the inside. But Kristen she's a very smart player, very intelligent basketball player, and is not the best athlete in the world. I think we can all agree. She's not the quickest. That's why we do what we do defensively. And so she has had to adjust her game to know to keep her body away from defenders and to block with arms straight up and to tip block instead of swing and to control the ball. And so defensively, she's an absolutely outstanding defensive player. And the offense has come, along as we've gone. But we've worked hard on that actually through the year. Little guards jumping into her, and we've had different tests. Physical posts, finesse posts that attack off the dribble. She's seen them all, and she knows how to adapt her game to them. And so tonight was a handful, just like Hope was last week. It was very similar. Knox took 18, or Snickers took, I think, 18 shots against her, and tonight 19.